Okay, so we're recording now. So we're just kind of going over when you're just getting started, maybe, a month in, maybe a day in, kind of where we're at, where your goals are at, and that we're thankful that we get to do it together. So when I think of goals in this business, kind of like your first goals, because sometimes you can get like way out there and go, I need to do all this stuff. And it's like, okay, let's break it down into simple little goals, what we can do. Because being in it for 4 years myself, my goals and my steps should be the exact same as yours. And they're wanting to keep this business super simple, okay? So your goal when you first sign up, your first goal is signing 2 loyal customers, okay? Why is that important? When you sign 2 loyal customers, that makes you Fast Start qualified. You want to be Fast Start qualified. We all have, different reasons for joining this business, but all of us, there's a financial need, okay? So where we're at, we want to meet financially something in our lives. And so I'm going to kind of show you some examples of how you can kind of make money in this first little bit really pretty quickly. So you want to sign those 2 loyal customers. That makes you Fast Start qualified. Why you want to be Fast Start qualified is when you sign a distributor. So say your mom wants to become a distributor, or, your college roommate, or your sister, or a stranger from Instagram that joins your team. When they get Fast Start qualified in their first 30 days, you're going to get a $100 bonus. So if you're seeing people on this team go like, got my $100 this week, got a $99 added to my, that's what those are. Those are Fast Start bonuses. And you get those unlimited. As many DTs as you sign up, when they sign 2 loyal customers in their first 30 days, you get those, okay? So those are called Fast Start bonuses, and we want to take advantage of those. So right now, people are kind of jumping in and want to be a part. You want to get that Fast Start bonus. Then you want to get 2 more loyal customers. So if you've joined and you're still in your first 30 days, when you personally have 4 loyal customers directly under you, you get $100 in free product. Okay, and that's products of choice. That's fun. So everybody has different goals and health goals. You can turn around and sell those and make $100 yourself right there, or you can use them. I always go with, you want to be using the product. That's what people are going to be most attracted to. Your own results, I can post my friends' results, but when I post, when I post Joey's results, or when I talk about how much better I'm feeling because I've personally used the product, it just works a lot better. Let me exit out of Facebook really quick so I don't have all these alerts going on. Okay. So that's kind of your first few goals. It's getting those 2 loyal customers and then getting those 4 loyal customers, okay? Now, you have people, say you don't have all those loyal customers yet, but you have people who want to join your team. Yes, do it. Sign them up as distributors, okay? You don't have, sometimes people are hesitant in that because they're like, I don't have it all figured out. Well, 4 years in, I feel like I still don't have it all figured out. I think it's kind of like, I use this analogy all the time, but it's like swimming. We can learn all we want outside of the water, but until we're in the water, my list is driving me crazy. But until we're in the water, figuring it out, learning how to swim, take our breaths and go back in, that's kind of how this is. And so don't worry about, not knowing anything. That's what our team is here for. Okay, that's what we're going to go through together. So you can ask questions. I always am like, ask me questions, y'all. Ask me as many questions as you want to. That no question is going to offend me. I'm not going to think you're dumb. I'm going to be like, yes, you're figuring this out. Like I want to help you. I'm going to show you where you can find those answers. Some of it, I always like that little, I don't know if it's a statement or what, but you can catch a man a fish and feed him for a night, or you can teach him to fish and feed him for a lifetime. And so that would ultimately be my goal, is trying to help you, get to that next step where you know where to find it, and you can be like, Stacy, you've told me this before, but will you remind me? Yes, 100%. Yes. Okay. Pace. Okay. I want to just talk about pace because there's different people with different goals on this Zoom and that are going to watch this recording. You know your pace, you know what you want, and here's the great thing about it, you can change it. But it's important for me to know, or who your enroller is, to know what you're expecting and what you want in this business right now at this point, so that we can know how to coach you. Some people are like, I want to get in and use this product, and I'm not worried about the business. Okay, that's the pace you're setting, and that's fine, that's awesome. And and as you start having results and on your health journey, people are going to be like, what are you doing? And you have something set up, and you go, okay, Stacy, this person wants to do what I'm doing, how do I explain it? Then we'll go through that together. Or you could be like, I want to make some money. Okay, I do not want to just dilly dally around this business. I want to know, I mean, for those of you who don't know, Sherry Lynn is in the top 10 of this business, of this whole company. I'm in the top 150 of the whole company. So we have the tools to help you get to where, you need to get, if that's what you're wanting to do. But it's important for you to reach out and say, this is what I want to do. I want to go for it. How am I going to do this? Okay. And we can tell you what's worked for us, what hasn't worked for us. But here's the other thing. This is your business, okay? Just like I have my business, and there are things that work for me that don't work for Sherry Lynn. There are things that work for Kelly, Triple Diamond on our team, that don't work for me. We all have our different niches, and we all know how it works, and a lot of that was figured out by trial and error, okay? We've all failed a lot. And that's part of it. You're going to try something new, and you're going to fail in this business. And that's part of like what we're talking about at the beginning, the joy of getting to do this with people and become a better person through owning your own business. Okay. But you can work this as a hobby on the side, or this could be your full-time job and replace what you want. You just need to tell us what you want, and then we can talk through what we can do. And just know your expectations. If you're going to work it like it's a hobby, you're going to get paid like it's a hobby. Okay. So it's important to kind of know, what do I want? If you're working it some days and then you take break for a week and then come back in, that's not going to really, the consistency of that is not going to come through great for you. Because I will say the most success you have in this business is by being really consistent in a lot of areas. But again, this is your business. And some of you are like, I just wanted all that product. And that's fine if that's where you're at. If that's where you're at, okay? I didn't join thinking I was going to really do anything in this business. And that's one thing I want to talk about, pace. You can change, okay? So if you're like, I just kind of want to take my time and figure it out, and in 30 days you're like, okay, I really want to do this business, then we can really do it. Like, you can change your pace. That's totally allowed. If you're like, I was going for it, some crazy things happened, and I don't know that I can do it, then we can slow down the pace. But knowing your expectations and the person who enrolled you, knowing them is really going to help you, okay? And then if you are one of the people who's like, I really want to do this business, we talk a lot about a core 4 or your non-negotiables that you're doing every day, okay? Those are posting on social media, just because there's access at the click of a button to so many more people than what you could do, there's growing your network, connecting with people. If you join like groups on Facebook, or you join a club in person, or you're, wherever you're meeting people, if you're adding them on Facebook or Instagram, there's tons of ways to grow your market. We have tons of training on that, but that's one of the things we want to look at. And then, so posting, growing your market, asking people to join you. I can sit here right now and tell you, if Sherry Lynn didn't ask me to join her in this business, I still don't think I would have reached out and asked her to do it, even to this day, even seeing her success. And so, but she asked me, she joined like June 23rd, and she pretty much asked me every day until I joined on July 6th. Okay. So that's a long time in some way. She was really persistent, because I was like, no way, man, deuces, you're crazy. I'm not doing something like this. That's how I felt at first. Okay. But I'm really glad she asked me. And I think about that, like what a gift it was that she didn't take my first no and walk away. I got to be a part of, this has changed my family's life. And so I always think of like, I'm offering to somebody, I'm leaving it up to them to say no or yes or no. Okay. but I'm not going to walk by and then hope that I had offered it to them. Okay, so that's kind of where I look at it. That's asking, posting, growing your network, asking. What's the other one, guys? I'm blanking. Follow up. You follow up with people. There's statistics out there that talk about, most sales are made on the 8th to 12th ask. Most salespeople quit after the first ask. So, and the first C. So just putting it there, like it's like 80% is like from the 8th to 12th. And I think not even 5% is the first ask. And so by doing these things, you're putting it out there that way. So with that, when you're saying, okay, I want my pace to be all in, I want to go strong in this business, plugging in, we have a wealth of information for you guys. We have a wealth of training for you guys, and it could almost be overwhelming. But really quickly, I'm going to talk to you about some things if you haven't been a part of them. Like tonight, every Tuesday night at 8:30, we do something we call Tips from the Top. These are top people in our company. They come in, and some of you might be like, this is crazy what they're doing, but it's working, So I'm like, well, but they talk about their story, which is so inspiring. It's always inspiring to hear, oh, this girl went from being homeless to now being in the top 30 of the business. This family was a military family, and while the husband was deployed, the wife became an ambassador. Like, it just like crazy things like that people have done. Small town, none of my friends would join me, but I got on Instagram and started making friends, and I built my business that way. Like, there are so many different ways to do it, and that's why I like Tips from the Top, because we start hearing, like last week we had like a 24-year-old who just paid off all her college loans in like 2 years being part of the business. Like, it's crazy. We've had people who are in their 50s doing it too. So there's no right person for this. It's just those who want it and are willing to go for it. And so I want to just kind of put that out there. So every Tuesday night we have that. Wednesday nights we have a new distributor training. It's like an e-suite training. It kind of talks you through what's available to you. Every other Thursday we do a party that you can invite your friends and family to that have showed you interest. Like anybody who's commented and said, did that rap, like Katie, you have those awesome rap results that you posted the other day. Like, did that rap really work? Whatever. Anybody who asked me that, I'd send them to a party. That's like a follow-up I could do with them. So we have those parties, and you can go back and invite people to parties as well. Every Sunday night they have a family call, and then Monday nights we have our Diamond Empire does what we call a power hour. And so kind of like those core 4 I talked about, we do that core 4 together for an hour on Monday nights. All of this information is in a training, and if you're not added to it yet, we'll get you added, called Diamond Empire Boot Camp. Everything that's available to you is in there. And so I want to make sure you guys also know about Diamond Empire Boot Camp. It has so much great information in there if you just kind of take time to go through it, or your enrollers taking time to take you through that. But if you're feeling like I'm ready to be on that page, reach out. The whole goal of that Boot Camp 1, there's Boot Camp 1 and there's Boot Camp 2. Boot Camp 2 is a little more intense, but if you're kind of like, okay, I'm ready to go to the next level, let the person who you signed with know, and they'll put you on that next page. There's like 23 posts of like all the stuff that you can do, so you can take your time and read through that. But the first one, going back to that first one, its whole goal is to help you get 4 loyal customers. Okay, there's a video on there that talks through all our products and how you can just message your friends and family about what product is available to you. There's sample posts in there that you can look at and you can post through. There's what should I post first? I haven't posted yet. It's on there. An example of all of that stuff is on you with videos. And so you're never meant to be left alone, but also the people on this Zoom, the people, that you've joined with or been connected with want to help you win. And so there's kind of a quick overview of everything. If you guys have any questions in the next 5 minutes, we'll go over. You can type them, or we've unmute it, like you can unmute yourself and ask a question. Anything? Anything you can think of? I hope I didn't throw too much at you. I just wanted to let you know what's available to you, but then also let you know, there's more. There's more available to you, depending on what you want to do. And if you really want to do this business, you can. 100%. There's nothing that disqualifies you from doing this business. I mean, I can't even text half the time. Auto replacement, autocorrect doesn't even get me. So I'm like, if I can do this business, anybody can. No, no more questions. All right. Well, I'm super thankful for you. I'm glad to be a part of this journey with you, and we want to just keep going. You know, you got. I'm going to stop this.